Okay, let's continue with our lesson, module 6, lesson 1. Write and solve one-step equations. We are on page 280, and today we are in 28th October. I'll go directly to example 1. I know. Solve -5 equal b plus 8. This equation, we call it addition equation. Now, we call the b is the variable of the equation. 8 is the connected number. Now, to solve the equation means to find the value of the b. To find the value of the b, you need to get rid of this plus 8. You shift it to the other side and change its sign. Yesterday we said if you transform a term from a side to a side, you need to change the sign of it. If it's positive, it will be. If it's negative, it will be. So here I need to get rid of this b, this 8. So b equal -5, and bring the 8 to -5. It will be negative. Positive 8, it will be what there? -8. Now -5, -8 is -13. Now to check your answer, replace this b by, now -13 plus 8, -5, right? This is example 1. The check of example 1. Check of example 1. We have check after example 1. Solve -7 equal x plus 4. Now here the connected number is plus 4, right? To get rid of the connected number, shift it to the other side. It will be -4, right? So here -7, bring the -4, +4 here. It will be equal x. So now -7, -4, negative equal, but write it as x equal -11. Always put a box like this in your solution, okay? And don't make your solutions or the solution beside each other. Make it what? Under each other, like this. The equation, the step, you shift, you find your answer. Got it? This is the check of example 1. Let's move to example 2. Because I want to x equal. I want x equal. Walaikum salam. How I make x alone? I need to get rid of this +4, right? How? Push it on the other side or transform it on the other side. It will be what? Negative. Any term, you transform it from a side to a side, always change its sign. What we transform always, or what we shift? The connected number. What's the connected number? Which is the number which is added or subtracted to the variable. Got it? فهمنا؟ طيب. Now example 2. ركز شوي. Solve. In example 2 we have x minus 4 equal -2. What's the connected number, ya Omar? هيك خليني كويس. Yeah, negative 4. This is the connected number. I want x to be alone, so x equal, right? Yeah, I need to get rid of this negative 4. I will shift it to the negative 2. It will be positive 4. So x, sorry, x equal negative 2, then صح؟ فاهم يا شكري؟ Yeah, x equal negative 2, positive 4, positive 2. Subtract with the bigger sign, right? Done? This is example 2. Let's do the check of example 2. What? No, don't put. Just do like what I did. What? It will be positive 4 minus 2. How much positive 4 minus 2? I'm asking you now. But always the number which is already there, keep it. This is the guest. Who's the guest? النيجاتيف 2 من اول موجوده. فهمت؟ خليها وتجيب هذه وراها احسن عشان ما تخربط. What? No, no, we cannot. No, no. We can do positive 4 in both sides, not positive 2 in both sides. فهمت? Yeah. Check after example 2. Check after example 2. We have solve q minus 8 equal minus 9. طبعا here you can make plus 8 and make a line and a cross. You can make that. But the shifting is better, and because we need the shifting later on. So stay with the shifting is better for you, okay? Because we will use it later. So here q minus 8, right? Equal negative 9. I want the q to be alone. I will shift what, Islam? The negative 8 to the other side. It will be positive 8. So q equal negative 9 من أول. مين يجي عليها؟ q equal negative 1. Done? Done. طيب مستر عبد الحميد.
No, yes, sir. I just didn't understand the shifting, then I understood.
Good.
I only changed the connected number to its opposite.
بدر.
Yes, mister, I didn't understand the whole lesson.
Why? This is the connected number. Push it here. It will be negative.
How?
Push. Put it here. This positive 8 becomes to the other side. It will be negative 8. Right?
يعني additive inverse?
Exactly. This positive 4, put it on the other side. It will be what?
Negative 4.
Look at the negative 4 here. Put it on the other side. It will be what?
Negative 4.
Why we do that? To make the variable alone. See?
Yes.
Look at the negative 8 here. Push it here. It will be what?
8.
Positive 8. So now q equal negative 9 plus 8. So this is the value of the q.
But mister, oh, okay, thank you.
Else?
Nothing.
Good. Mute yourself, please. And let's continue to example 3. These two types. Now ننتبه على البورد شوي. ننتبه. سوي. أنت. يلا ننتبه على البورد. These two types of equations, what we call them? Addition and subtraction equations. How we solve addition equation and subtraction equation? We shift. We what? Shift the connected number to the other side. If it's positive, if it's negative, فهمنا الاديشن والسبتراكشن. Now the other two types, multiplication equation and yeah. Now ركز على البورد شوي. Now the third type is the multiplication equation. طلع البورد. What's the meaning of multiplication equation? Means a number multiplied by the variable, not added or subtracted with the variable. Okay? So multiplication equation like this. Negative 2k equal 8. What's between negative 2 and k? So this is what we call it. K is our what? What we call the negative 2? Huh? Coefficient of k. So the number which is multiplied with the variable, we call it coefficient. لا. The connected number بالaddition with subtraction. There is no in mathematics. There is no something we call it connected number. It's a concept I invented just to make it easy for you. Okay, but the coefficient, it's known thing in number in math. So the negative 2, which is multiplied with the variable, what we call it? فهمنا الcoefficient؟ مهم الcoefficient. Now, how we solve the multiplication equation? We divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of the variable. Yeah, I will write it as a note for you. Yeah, to solve a multiplication. One step. We are talking one step. To solve a multiplication equation, what we do, divide both sides by mean the coefficient of mean of the variable, whatever it is, decimal, negative, positive, whatever. بتشيل coefficient تعمل divide على البوث. فهمنا؟ Example عشان تفهم. Example from me, not from the book. Example. Solve. قبل شوي كتبناها negative 2k equal what؟ صح؟ What's the coefficient? We have multiplication, right? What we do, divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable, right? But here, the first step, أول شيء بتعمله, rewrite the equation. Don't work on the question. فهمت؟ ما تشتغل على question, اكتبه كمان مرة. So negative 2k equal 8. Write it. What's the coefficient? We divide both sides using the fraction form, not the division هذه. الفراكشن ما هو division, right? طيب نركز هلا. Now equal ماليش فيها صح؟ 8 divided by negative 2 صح؟ تعال هنا. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 positive 1. Positive 1 multiply k صح؟ So negative 2 crossed with negative 2, right? So still k equal done. So to solve the multiplication equation, we divide both sides. مهمة هيك تحكي. We divide both sides by what? The coefficient of the variable. Got it? طب another example. طلع هون. 90 equal negative 9x. What's the coefficient? النمبر المضروب بالاكس مظبوط. I will divide both sides by بس rewrite the equation. Don't divide on the question, بزعل. Equal negative 9x. Divide both sides by the number, whatever it is. decimal, fraction, positive, negative, divide عليه هو نفسه. Okay. Now cross the -9 with the -9. What is still here? L equal comes down, and this how much? X equal done. Terminal multiplication equation. Let's do example 3 now. Example 3. Solve -8y equal 24. ها يلا -8y equal 24. يحيى, stand up. What's the coefficient here? لا لا, -8. The coefficient is what we do to solve this equation. لحظة. Read. By what? كمل. Of the variable. طب here, what's the coefficient of the variable? What we do now? Both sides. شو هو؟ طب ما تحكي باي نيجاتيف 8 هو نفسه صح؟ يلا. So here I will rewrite the equation -8y equal 24, and I will divide both sides by the same coefficient. Right? Don't change the sign like the addition and subtraction, huh? Now across the 8 or the -8, still what here? Done? Yeah, let's do the check after. Yeah, check after example. معلش. Check after example 3. طب how we check our answer صحيح? We replace, right? عامر. Replace y. يلا -8 times -3 positive, right? يلا عامر, tell me the check. Negative. Yeah. What's the variable? What's the coefficient? What we do?
Now we will divide both sides by 4.
Which is? بس يلا rewrite the equation equal 36 and divide both sides by -6. These are gone. Still what? A equal -6. Is it clear? طيب. ها؟ خلصنا المultiplication equation؟ خلصنا. Yes. طيب. Now the fourth type, what we call it? Division equation. Okay, means it has division. صح? So in addition we shift and do subtraction. Check. In subtraction we shift and do what? Addition. In multiplication we divide both sides by the coefficient of the value. In division, both sides by the divisor of the value. فهمنا؟ يلا let's see it how. In division, guys, in division equation, we have something like this: a variable like y divided by a number, let's say 9, equal a number, let's say -2. We have division here, not multiplication like this one, right? Here we have division, right? So, what's the dividend? Dividend. Remember, dividend, divisor, huh? In the fraction form. When I say 9/10 and I want to make long division, what we say? 9 divided by 10 or 10 divided by 9? The upper divided by the lower, right? So here, what's the dividend? What's the divisor? فهمنا الديفايزر mean? So the divisor It is the divisor of the variable. Now, how we solve the division equation? Let's see. To solve the division equation, what we do? Multiply both sides by the divisor of the mean. قبل شوي كنا نحكي divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable. هلا شو حنحكي؟ multiply both sides by the divisor of the variable. Got it? فهمنا؟ فهمنا. Let's take example. Let's take this example first, okay? احفظوا لي اياه. ننتبه على البورد. يلا example before we go to the book. Solve y over 9 equal, what's the variable? Y. What's the divisor? Multiply both sides by, yeah. So here I will rewrite the equation. Rewrite the equation, don't forget that. So rewrite the equation. And how we multiply both sides? Look at the board. تعملش هيك. مش هيك. هيك. لفوق شوي. جنب الفراكشن مش تحت. And use the dot. Why I will use the dot? Because sometimes our variable will be x. عشان ما نخربط بين الx will multiply. Dot means what? اتفقنا؟ يلا. So multiply by the divisor in both sides, right? Not in one side, not down, no, up. Don't do that. يلا. هاي 9. نركز هلا. اول شيء الايكوال ايكوال ماليش فيها. وهذا نيجاتيف 18 رايت. تعال هنا 9 multiply y over 9. 9 multiply y over what? This is over 1. Check. Multiply up, multiply down. It will be 9y over 9. قبل شوي شو كنا نعمل؟ مش 1. So here we can cross the 9 with the 9. What is still here? Yeah, بينت from the beginning. هذه ما في داعي لها. هذه ما في داعي لها. هذه الستيب بدك تعملها وتعمل الكروس وتعطيني الانسر. Yes. Example لا. هذه الايديا ما حتاخذها هلا، حتاخذها بعدين. Your friend asked a question. Good question. He asked if the variable is the divisor. Down. This idea we will take it later, not now. Now the variable up, the divisor down. Okay, number. Done. يلا example what هلا 4. Example 4. نركز. Solve a over negative 4. A over negative 4 equal negative 9. The variable a, the divisor, and we have division. So I will multiply both sides by, yeah. So here I will rewrite the equation and I will multiply both sides by negative 4. These are gone. Still what here? Multiply positive. Done? Let's do the check. After example 4, we have a check. Solve y over negative 3 equal negative 8, right? Y over negative 3 equal negative 8. Rewrite the equation. y over negative 3 equal negative 8. Multiply both sides by what? The divisor. واحد حكى negative 8 وراه. كيف تتعامل معها هذا ما بتعرف. يلا y equal negative 8 times negative 3 24 positive. Done? Now, done. Now, until now, we took 4 types of the one-step equations. خلاص؟ Let's revise them على السريع. نرجع شوي ورا. هنا. What we call these two types? Addition and? In addition, we shift the number, it will be subtraction, right? In subtraction, we shift the number, it will be addition. In multiplication, we divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable, right? In division, we multiply both sides by the divisor of the variable, okay? اتفقنا؟ اتفقنا؟ اتفقنا. طيب. Now we did example 4 and it's checked. Let's go to example 5. I want to see just the questions in the online. Guys in the online, if you have a question, put your hand. I'll start. Hilal.
Yes, mister.
Huh.
No question. I want to solve.
Questions, guys. Questions. If you have a question, put your hand. Ahmed Bardawil. Ahmed.
Yes, Mr. I didn't understand the multiplication idea.
Look here.
Yes.
طلع هون. شايف هذا؟ اقرأ.
Yes, mister.
Please. يا ابني, are you with me?
Yes, yes.
Don't waste time. I'm telling you. Read this.
Negative 2k equal 8.
What's the variable?
K.
What's the coefficient?
2.
هذه 2 يا ابني.
I mean negative 2, sorry.
Negative 2. What we do to solve the multiplication equation? Look now, read.
We divide.
Read.
Divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable.
Yalla, the coefficient of negative 2. So I will divide both sides by what?
Negative 2.
Here. What's the coefficient in this equation?
Negative 9x.
Yabni, the coefficient is the number which is multiplied by the variable. What's the number multiplied by the variable?
Negative 9x.
يبني the variable x. ايش النمبر المultiply بالvariable؟
Negative 9.
So مش negative 9x the coefficient. The coefficient is only the number. Got it?
Yes.
يلا read.
Divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable.
I divide both sides by the coefficient. Got it?
Yes.
فهمت now?
Yes.
Good. Better.
Yes, mister, I have 2 questions.
Oh.
The subtracting equations and how to check. I didn't understand how to check and the subtraction.
High subtraction equation. Replace Q by the answer. What is? Negative 1, right?
1.
Negative
Yes.
1 minus 9 minus 8. How much?
Equals 9.
لا.
Negative 9. Negative
Equals
9.
negative 9. So to check, just replace the variable by its value and calculate. Second equation.
Okay, mister. I didn't understand the subtraction equation.
شفت يا مستر. هاي النيجاتيف 8 حطها على الجهة الثانية. ايش بتصير؟
8.
طيب negative 9 plus 8 negative 1. هاي negative
Okay,
4.
thank you.
هاي negative 4. Shift to the other side. It will be positive 4. بس.
Thank you, Mr.
Welcome. عبد الحميد.
Yes, Mister.
ها.
Mister, there are still 4 ideas in the lesson, so we don't solve the homework or you will select one.
Wait me until I finish.
Okay.
طيب. Now let's go to. We finished example what? Let's go to example 5 together. خلينا على التشيك. وين كاين انت؟ يلا example 5 اسف. يلا example 5 ركز معي شوي. Now we are done with the 4 types, right? Yeah. Example 5 solve negative 1 and 7 over 8 x equal 4.5. Now, what's the type of this equation? What's the type of it? It is عارفين انها equation. What's the type of this equation? Multiplication هذه. Why? هذا number multiplied by x, right? So we have multiplication equation. How we solve the multiplication equation? We divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable. Now, what is the coefficient of the variable? So we are applying the same idea, right? Yeah. So here we rewrite the equation. Now between them we have multiply. So I will divide both sides by the coefficient negative 1 and 7 over 8. Here negative 1 and 7 over. This gone with this, right? Still what now? Now take these two numbers and calculate on the other side. I have 4.5 divided by negative 1 and 7 over 8, right? Yalla, 4.5 divided by negative 1 and 7 over 8. I will turn it to fractions. Yalla. 2 by 4, 8 plus 1, 9 over 2 divided by 15 over 8. Now 9 over 2, negative 8 over 15, right? So multiply. Now we took this in rational numbers, remember? طيب now let's cross little than multiplication. هذه مع هذه 1 هذه 4 هذه 5 yeah negative معها divide by 3 5 وهذه 3 it will be negative 12 over 5. طب negative 12 over 5 يعني negative 2 and 2 over what it's here. طب do I need all of this in the equation? No. This is you can do it by extra paper. Okay. Done. فهمنا الانسر؟ ها؟ احكي. فهمت؟ This we took it before, right? Right? فاهم يا شكري؟ طيب. Yes, you can, but I don't want. Why? Yeah. This is example what? 5. Let's do the check of example 5. Okay يا مروان؟ معايا مروان انت؟ يلا. Check of example 5. We have to solve negative 7 over 8x equal negative 21 over 64. This is not a mixed number, they are fractions. طب what's between this negative 7 over 8 here and x? What's between them? Multiplied, so it's multiplication equation. صح يا معاذ? So I will divide both sides by the coefficient. What's the coefficient? Yeah. So rewrite the equation. And the negative, I give it for the 7. Always the negative, أعطيها للنumerator, right? Equal negative 21 over 60. Divide both sides by the coefficient. وتعملش هيك. تعملش هيك. لا تعمل هيك. بتنرفزني. هيك اعمل. الفراكشن الأول long line، الفراكشن الثاني خلي حلك واضح. Here divided by negative 7. Negative 7 over 8. Now this, صح? Still what? X, but equal. Take these two fractions and do them by side. يعني لما تحل الهوم وورك لا تشتغل على الكتاب كل شيء. خلي معك بيبر هيك تعمل عليها الكالكوليشنز. But these steps I want them. Okay? دقيقة عشان أقول لك why. Yeah. Now let's divide. This fraction نهدى. This fraction up divided by the fraction down. Make it like this. Negative 21 over 64 divided by negative 7 over what? The first one stay the same. The division multiply, the other one switch it. Right? صح? Yeah. Now 24 with 8. هذه 1 هذه 3. هذه 1 هذه صح؟ So negative 3 by negative 1. Negative 3 over 3 by 1. أنا عارف. أنا مستغرب كيف طلع نيجاتيف 1 أصلاً. كله من هذاك لما حكى واي هو اللي نرفزني. أنت لما حكيت واي أنا خلص. يلا هذه 64. It will be 8 right? نهدى بالله. Negative 3 over what? Over 8. مش مالك.
This fraction is the next one. You have to switch the make it properly.
طيب أنا بدرس البروكلي. هيهم صح؟ Negative 21 over 64 divided by negative 7 over 8.
The first fraction is the next one. The second one is